Dnešní rozhovor bude probíhat v Campnu. Zajedeme si promluvit s člověkem, který pod přezdívkou Hood Vlogs natáčí extrémně populární videa ze čtvrtí, kde se normálně natáčet vůbec nesmí. Protože tamní život tam řídí úplně někdo jiný.
So yeah, like we in Watts right now, even though it's considered Willowbrook by the city, you know, but it's claimed as Watts. Then the other part of Willowbrook is claimed as Compton. If you go across the street, it's famous projects, Imperial Courts. Like when you guys leave, just take Mona. Yeah, that's very,
it's like all this gated area with.
Very famous. Okay. It's right across.
Why
the street.
Is it famous?
It's a famous gang over there.
Famous gang over there, so that's why it's famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
What gang is in the projects? Which one is that?
PJ Watts.
PJ Watts.
And Crips. Okay. And why is like, because by famous, I'm always like thinking of famous movie or something. But why is like?
It was in. This was in Training Day.
Oh, okay.
It's busy. They were in Training Day, right? Imperial Courts.
Oh yeah, the PJs
over there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it was when they shot the movie. This place is like legendary.
Okay.
They had to have like permission from the gang to film over there.
Permission from the gang to film over there.
Yeah, it's very well known project. There's a lot of people like from over there. They got a lot of people who are doing life sentences right now, and they like they were 18, 17. And some people, they didn't even do like crimes. Like let's say we in a car, and you start shooting, and like I'm like 18 or something, you know, I'm gonna get a life sentence too, and I didn't do anything. So like they got a lot of people doing life sentences, a lot of people being killed over there. It's just kind of how
this
it
is like different world. So, is there a chance that you are born here and that you are not part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, still your personal choice, pretty much.
Depends. A lot of people, they grow up like your mom is in the gang, your father in the gang, your grandparents were in the gang. So it's like it goes like way back. So that's all you see, you know. And but it's really up to you.
What does it mean when we see the shoes hanging on the wire?
Nothing really.
Nothing really?
No.
It's just what people made up.
Now maybe before, like it could mean something, but not like that.
Not anymore. Yeah. So, how somebody like, how somebody can look at people like we are driving by, and do they think like, will they think we are cops or something just because we?
Yeah, it's like people will think that you cops. You know, that's the first thing that you're gonna think.
So,
do
you think that actually the cops go here like undercover, like to see something?
Yeah, I mean they. Like if they try to arrest somebody, they're not gonna, like, you know, they got gang units. Like from the distance, you wouldn't be able to tell it's a cop car. You know.
This life is like so distant from like what we are used to that I don't even know what to ask to, like, you know, because it goes beyond the stuff I can imagine, you know.
Yeah, like this street, if you Google it, they had a shooting. His brother shot up.
Told us. Police officer to the face.
They well, I don't know if I can talk about it, but they did something that wasn't really. The cops did something.
They searched the house. They told us.
Yeah, without real like probable cause, and that's
probable cause, and that's what happened. Wow.
And it's the sheriff's helicopter.
This is like 8 times since we've been standing here that they are flying over, and they always fly the same direction, same everything. So. I guess it's really nothing unusual. Intense.
Yeah,
intense.
It's not really bad, but people get shot all the time, and it's like you know them, you know. So you always hear like, oh, this guy got just shot, or police shot this person. So it's not like on the news all the time, but it's always like you always hear about somebody getting shot.
Yeah, I think you know about this more than news, right? Because
it happens all the time.
But it happens all the time.
Anyone ever shot at you?
No.
No?
Man, I don't know what I would do if I would see a gun.
I had people pulling a gun at me, but it's like you just have to...
How do you get out of that?
You gotta think like, I mean, the station I was in, it was when a person pulled a gun at me, you just have to decide, like, you know, you think different, you know, especially if someone would have wanted to shoot you, they would have shot you, you know, but if it takes somebody time, you just gotta think. Brain starts working like real fast, and you just kind of go through all the options you have, and I chose the option I had, you know, and that's it. He been shot. Busy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people here.
I think he told
been
us.
shot.
You know? Because you know why? When people hear about LA from all over the planet, and you know that, they already hear about Beverly Hills and Santa Monica and Hollywood Hills and that. They also know about this, but they know this from movies, and they think like, oh, that's just movie, it's stage, okay, green screen, you know. But once you hear it from somebody who actually lives here and witness it on a daily basis, that should change everything, you know. And since we start like meet people who live here and like talk with people, I even did like a few interviews with a few of my buddies with who I train, and they live in Inglewood, which is not probably as bad as like this area.
I know, like Inglewood, a lot of people have been shot over there and killed.
Yeah.
Like people who like from Inglewood, they have a lot of family members who've been killed over there. It looks nice, but it has a lot of sad history.
I was exactly, because I told with one of my friends about the times, let's say 20 years ago, when he was a little kid, and he was like, bro, my mom was a gangster, my mom was a G. I was like, your mom?
Yeah.
And you know, when he told me that, so that was pretty interesting to hear that, you know, because again, people don't get to hear this kind of stories very often, you know. They only feel like, oh, this is the bad guys and police are taking care of them, you know.
Plus people feel like times are changing real quick and it's getting gentrified all over the place. But I mean, I'm sure you know that it's not like that.
Yeah.
Like it's still pretty.
Well, I went to Atlanta. Atlanta, like, is different now. LA is just
LA.
It's a little bit, you know, the hood is like way bigger.
Yeah.
And you know, just like if you like in a gang, it doesn't mean you have to. Just pretty much regular people, you know.
So like, why this thing even exist? I mean, maybe it's a little stupid question, but like, if they are in the gang and they don't really do anything, so why they are in the gang? Just in case if something would happen, or
it's like you're young, you join it. Your mom is in this gang. You
Your
know everybody's in the gang,
so
you join young, but you can still, you know, you can still get a job somewhere, you know. But you've been in the gang since you're like a little kid, you know. But you can do whatever.
Yeah, I hear the other side too, which was very interesting to do, because one of my friends like hooked me up with a girl, and she was correctional officer in the maximum security prison, and she was telling me like the stuff from like behind the bars, but like, and it was so interesting because she told me like about the gangs in the prison, like how the prison is, you know, the worst accumulation of gangs in the United States is in the prisons, and the maximum security, that's what you were telling me, all these like life sentences and stuff. So she told me like how like they are trying to kill each other over there and stuff. So that was yeah. So to hear both of those like parties is very interesting to explain.
Well, guards they break a lot of
they
you know, they bring whatever they. They're not perfect.
Yeah, they are. She told me a lot about it too.
You really have to want to change, you know.
That's true.
You can take classes, you can get like high school diploma or something,
but it's hard when you see like all those people around you like trying to do some other crazy shit, you know. Like,
and it's really easy to get in trouble, like you know, once you get back, you know, it's really,
it's right away. Yeah.
Just because someone next to you did something, you will be the first one. Because of the gangs and stuff, it's really hard for you to focus on school, you know. And just imagine like you like 15, 16, 17 and you have money and everything, like would you like really be like focusing on
on school, right? Yeah, right. Everybody would.
You know?
I'm 100% sure I would. Right away. So, well, man, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
That was insane. Yeah. It's a little different than the world we know, but thanks for that. V příštím videu si promluvíme s jeho kamarádem, který nám kromě svého života popíše i situaci, kvůli které jeho vlastní bratr dostal doživotní trest.